Naar het ziekenhuis gaan we allemaal wel eens. En later komen we elkaar misschien wel tegen in een verpleeghuis. Eén ding dat een ziekenhuis en een verpleeghuis zeker met elkaar gemeen hebben, is de goede zorg die zij verlenen aan patiënten. Deskundige behandelaars proberen ons op allerlei manieren gezond te houden. Dan is het belangrijk dat de juiste medische hulpmiddelen beschikbaar zijn. Hoe daarvoor gezorgd wordt, daar kan Wil Graus van Mediplast Benelux BV ons meer over vertellen.
Every hospital uses disposable medical devices like bandages, infusion systems, breathing systems, etc. Those products are provided to them by medical supply companies. These companies are the link between producers at the one hand and users, the hospitals, at the other hand. The goal is, by listening to patients and users, to find the best product available for the best price. One always tries to make healthcare better by supplying top products with added value for both patient and healthcare professional like doctors and nurses. When a product has unique characteristics, they may come with a higher price. But if, on the other hand, by using such a product, less complications occur, the result will be shorter hospital stay, less work for the staff, but most of all, less complications for the patient. A win-win-win situation. At the moment, 2 new product groups have been developed that can change the medical field completely. One of them is a technology based on the very thin coating attached to medical devices. This coating prevents hospital-acquired infections and as a result can reduce hospital stay, lessen the use of antibiotics and save lives.
Infections may occur when bacteria or other microbes adhere to the catheter surface and form a biofilm. The bacteria may be exogenous and, for example, transmit from the hands of a healthcare professional, but they also can be endogenous, when the person's own bacteria, coming from the rectum or the urethra, for example, contaminate the catheter. When enough bacteria have developed, they form a biofilm. This takes approximately 48 hours. Biofilm increases the risk of infection. In addition, microbes in biofilm are more resistant to antibiotics in the patient's own immune system than microbes not forming biofilm.
Wie had dat gedacht? Een medisch hulpmiddel dat ons zou moeten helpen en dat wat noodzakelijk is voor onze genezing, dat vervolgens een infectie veroorzaakt met alle gevolgen van dien. Uiteraard wil niemand dit en daarom is het belangrijk dat de medical device industry nieuwe producten ontwikkelt die infecties voorkomen. De aanbreng van een coating op een katheter brengt hierin dus het verschil. Hoe dat precies in elkaar zit kan Evie Graus ons haarfijn uitleggen.
When putting a coating on a catheter, this basically means that a protective layer is applied to the catheter. This protective layer can be applied on various medical devices and it prevents a biofilm from forming and therefore an infection from developing. At the moment, coated products are already available and actively being used in countries such as the UK, US, Scandinavia, but also in Japan. Over 170 million coated products have already been used and none of the patients who've made use of these products have shown any coating-related side effects, whilst actually the infections acquired in hospital due to catheter use have been reduced by approximately 50%. Coatings like this are available on several products such as Foley catheters, on endotracheal tubes, on central venous catheters, but also on orthopedic implants such as knee or hip implants. Coatings reduce the number of bacteria and other microbes adhering to the catheter surface and thus they decrease the risk for infection. Every infection prevented is an antibiotic treatment avoided. And you need to keep in mind that the World Health Organization has pointed out that antimicrobial resistance due to the vast use of antibiotics is the #1 threat for mankind, with a prediction of 30 million deaths in 2050. Therefore, it has never been more important to prevent hospital-acquired infections. Healthcare-associated infections are the 3rd most common cause of death in the West, often related to the use of medical devices. However, it is possible to prevent microbes that cause infection from building up on the surface of these devices. Bactiguard's noble metal alloy coating consists of a thin layer of gold, silver and palladium firmly attached to the surface. When in contact with fluid, The noble metals create a galvanic effect that repels microbes. Most other coating technologies release substances that kill the bad microbes, but also the good ones, as well as possibly affecting the surrounding tissue. The unique Bactiguard coating is not only fighting infections, it is also tissue-friendly due to its non-releasing mechanism. This cutting-edge technology is helping to save millions of people's lives around the world.
At the moment, the use is starting to increase in the Netherlands. And as pointed out before, this has many advantages, such as lower length of hospital stay, lower treatment costs, and improved quality of life. There is a reason why American healthcare insurance companies give a bonus to hospitals that use this technology. They know that overall cost will be reduced and patient care will be better. There is still some work to be done with healthcare administration to make it available in all Dutch hospitals. But I am sure we will get there soon.
Coatinglagen aanbrengen op katheters heeft dus vele voordelen. Je voorkomt infecties, je verlaagt de kosten van de gezondheidszorg ermee en je verbetert de patiëntenzorg.